guys, today I'm going to be talking about holiday bits and bobs and summery stuff and bronzy, glowy, etc, etc, that whole region of stuff. That wasn't the most eloquent of introductions, but you know what it's going to be. So let's start with bronzing bits and bobs. I haven't included any makeup in this. I might do like a come pack with me style video or just like a holiday makeup style video as well, so stay tuned for that if it ever materialises. The bronzy bits that I've really been enjoying, Right, here's the story. My favourite gradual tanner, the Superdrug Build Me Up Gradual Tan, I can't find it anywhere, and I have a feeling it's been discontinued. But then I thought it was discontinued before because they took it off the website, I couldn't find it in store, and then it came back, and now I can't find it in store again, and it's not on the website. And they've also launched another own brand self tanner range. So it's all very confusing. Really hope it's not discontinued and maybe they've just rebranded. It's a gorgeous self tanner. It's a gradual tan, you apply it every day, it leaves the skin so soft. But yeah, in the interim I have been using the Bondi Sands gradual tanning milk, which is good. I've got a review on my blog of it. Like, it is good, but it's very, very subtle. So good if you're pale, but very subtle, so you have to do it religiously every single day, and it also doesn't moisturise the skin quite as good as the Superdrug one. So I've actually been dabbling with tanning oils and tanning waters. So I'm still using this face tan water from Ecotan. I really like this. It's very easy to apply. You literally just put it on as you would a toner and it gradually tans your face. If you use it in the evening, then you wake up in the morning and you look nice and tanned. And then the other water I've been using is actually an oil, but it's very, very thin. It's not oily at all. It's the Autograph Self Tan Velvet Touch Luxe Oil. And this I thought was going to be really streaky because I've used the Isle of Paradise water and that was so patchy. But this isn't patchy at all. I mix it in sometimes with my moisturiser, like my body lotion, which I have been regularly moisturising my body. I know that sounds really obvious and like lots of people do that, but I never really was into that. I used to just fake tan and kind of treat that as moisturising. But I read a comment the other day on someone else's page, somebody said you wouldn't neglect your face skin by not moisturising, so why is your body any different? And they had a point. So I've been regularly moisturising along with adding a few sprays of this. It applies really evenly, and yeah, it was only about a tenner. Speaking of body moisturisers, I've been enjoying some of the St. Iris Adriatica stuff. So they sent me 2 of their products, and they're like a quite bougie brand, not gonna lie. They use loads of natural ingredients. They also use offcuts and byproducts of the food industry, so you know, reducing waste that way. And of the 2 products they sent over, this one was the one that really spoke to me because it's a body serum. Body serum. I've never heard of that before. I don't know if it's already a thing, but this is the first time I've heard of it. I use serum really, really liberally. Like when I apply it to my face, sometimes I like drag it down my neck and like on my shoulders as well. But I've never heard of a brand coming out with a body serum. So underneath whatever moisturiser I'm using, like body lotion or whatever, I've been using this, and it's just like it's serum consistency. You can use it on your face as well, and it's very nice, very pleasant, and I feel like layering up the moisturised layers means that your skin just, yeah, feels nice, more hydrated than it would otherwise. So that's that. And then the last sort of like bronzing body product I wanted to mention is actually for the face. So this is well, you could use it on the body as well, but I use it on the face. This is the Douvalls Argan Bronzing Oil. The first ingredient is argan oil. It's also got squalane in and it's got silica in, so it's not oily at all. I think it's the silica in it that kind of gives like a blurring effect on the skin. It feels more like a makeup product than it does a skincare product. It's really, really nice. If you don't wear foundation and you just want like a bronzing oil but for the face that's not going to get oily on holiday, I recommend this. I think this is only the travel size, but it's really, really nice. I've been wearing it sometimes when I don't want to wear makeup. I'll just kind of like put a brow gel on, put this on, and maybe some concealer under my eyes where I get eye bags, and it looks really, really nice. It doesn't look orangey at all. It's got kind of like a reddy or cool undertone. I don't know, it's like a red and a cool undertone. Very pretty. Really been enjoying. Another thing I've been enjoying a lot that I'm taking on holiday is my Frank Green cup. If you follow me on Instagram, I was debating what colour to get, because you can basically pick the colour of the you don't care, but the colour of the cup, the colour of the lid, and the colour of the button. But it is a reusable cup. Looks like this. This kind of fits all the criteria that I was looking for. I was looking for something lightweight, easy to carry around, something that seals really tightly so it's not going to leak in your bag if you do want to just kind of like chuck it in your bag, but also a cup that's actually going to insulate, that's not just like a thin layer of material that is going to get cold really quickly. Because if you know me, you know that I only drink really, 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 really hot drinks. Like when I make a cup of tea, as soon as it's poured out of the kettle, I have to drink it then. Well, I don't have to, but that's how I most enjoy it, when it's piping hot, almost like burning. If it cools down, even to like slightly warm, I just really don't enjoy it. It's got to be hot. Same with coffee, it's got to be extra hot. extra hot oat milk latte please, with 1 shot of coffee. The other reusable thing I'm taking with me, oh this is about £20 by the way, £22. But yeah, I've got lots of compliments on this. People think it's a speaker quite a lot. It's not a speaker. You press the button and then you can drink out of here. The only thing I would say, like the only downside is it's not super easy to drink. It is easy to drink out of, but not without getting lipstick all around here. So it looks a bit mucky, but that's just a very niche, if you don't wear lipstick, you probably won't have that problem. So a very niche criticism. But the other ethical kind of reusable thing that I'm going to be bringing with me on my holiday, because I'm going to really make an effort to be low waste, not zero waste, because I feel like that's a big thing to live up to, but low waste at least. So this is a little kit that I found online. I saw it on Instagram. It's the Bright Ethical Lifestyle Toolkit, and Bright, I think they're like a Brighton based coffee store, like coffee shop, and it comes with a spoon, a fork, chopsticks, which I don't think I'll be reaching for because I can't use chopsticks, but you never know, I might teach myself, a reusable straw and a reusable straw cleaner. It's just a really handy little kit that's very lightweight, because obviously you could just bring a metal knife and fork with you and use those, but I like that this is really lightweight, and also it's like all contained in one. It's not, you don't have like a fork loose in your bag, because we've all been there, haven't we? You like put your hand into your bag, stab yourself on a fork because you've been trying to be low waste, and it's a nightmare. But anyway, that's that one. I'm also carrying these in my new straw bag, which I showed you in my latest thrift haul. I'm using it a lot and I love it. It's such a good size. I've got really sensitive skin and the rope doesn't like chafe on my arm. Again, very niche reviews. I've actually got a skedaddle. I've got to go out, but I'll be back to film the rest of this video. I'm back. The lighting's probably changed, definitely changed, and I may look a little bit different because the camera angle's changed, but I'm going to jump straight back into it. Sorry for that little interlude. I think I was just about to talk about this. This is a makeup bag, but it's an ingenious makeup bag. It's by the brand the Flat Lay Company London. I'd never heard of them before, but I saw this online, and as soon as I saw it I thought, that there is a problem that I didn't know I had until you showed me a product that would solve that problem. And then as soon as I saw it I was like, yeah, I need that now, because I'm not going to be able to unnotice the problem. And the problem is this. I have a lot of bulky everyday makeup products that I like in my everyday makeup bag. It means that I have to tip out my makeup bag. Every time I do my makeup I have to, well, I like to tip out my makeup bag and then like spread the products out, and then, you know, I can see what I've got, and it's just a lot faster that way. But it also means that if I've got any loose products like loose eyeshadow, or you know how makeup sometimes just leaks, it just does its own thing, and it means that whatever I've tipped it out onto often gets dirty. My bronzer at the moment, which is up here because it kept leaking everywhere, is smashed. It's the Lily Lolo bronzer that I do love, but oh no, why did I do that? But it means that basically my bed sheets, my duvet gets makeup on it because I'm tipping out my makeup bag onto it. Now, enter the Flat Lay Company, because this bag folds out to be completely flat. You basically pull this drawstring. I'm not going to do it because obviously I'm holding it in my hands, but you pull this drawstring, the bag lays out to be a completely flat piece of material. You can have all your makeup laid out inside. It's also got kind of pockets and holders for brushes and things like that. And then when you're done, you just pull the drawstring again and it's back into a bag. How nifty is that? I mean, not necessarily a holiday essential, but actually I suppose for toiletries and things like that, you could have this laid out on your hotel sink or something. I'm a big fan. It was about £20, which is actually quite a lot, considering the quality of the drawstring is not great. This is my one criticism. Again, a very niche criticism, but this bit, the little fastening, feels really cheap. Feels very like plasticky, and if anything was to break in this, I feel like it would be the drawstring, which if it does break I'll be annoyed, because £20 is more than I care to spend on a makeup bag. But that is that. I think you can get them in blue or pink or like a tropical print. Face mist, so I'm probably going to take one of these two on my summer holiday. This is the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. I've heard so many people rave about this and it is nice, but I don't love it over makeup. It feels hydrating, like it feels like it's almost got an oil in it. It's not oily at all, but it just feels like it's got, I mean it has got oils in it. It's got, the second ingredient is evening primrose oil, so it's hydrating in that sense, so I don't love it over makeup because of the oils in it. So I probably will take the Hydrating Mist Toner by Trilogy. This is just a very, very fine mist. It's got a lovely scent to it and it's very refreshing. Also nice under makeup and over makeup, so yeah, face mist definitely essential. For me anyway, because I sweat like a beet when I'm in a hotter climate. I feel like some people just don't really sweat that much. They're just not very sweaty people. I'm not one of those folk. I swear. It's also because I don't wear conventional deodorant. I don't really wear deodorant unless I wear the Schmidt's one. Sometimes I just don't wear any deodorant, which is good in a way, but also means sweaty Gonzales, you know? Second to last thing I wanted to mention is this passport holder. It's just a random one that I found online, but I feel like a passport holder is, again, one of those things that you don't realise you need until you have one, and then you're like, I couldn't live without it. I just always feel like I'm going to lose my passport. This is just a random one I got online. It's a pleather, it's not real leather, it's pleather, but it feels so like, I don't know why the leather industry still exists, because fake leather feels exactly the same. They do such a good job at imitating leather these days that there's just no need, in my opinion. And then lastly, I was going to mention these headphones. So these are Bluetooth headphones. They're wireless, because we all know how annoying wires are. I mean, I'm back to the old wired pair, because these are little bitches. They're so annoying. They don't connect. Okay, basically, let me give you the backstory. So I only like these kind of like in-ear headphones. I don't like the Apple headphones, the ones that kind of like sit in your ear but don't go into the ear hole. And I am pretty picky when it comes to sound quality of headphones. Like these Panasonic ones, they're alright, they're okay, but like cheaper headphones, I don't like that kind of like tinniness to them. Even Beats, I don't like Beats at all. I think the sound quality is just, there's no like depth to the sound, if you know what I mean, whereas these are, the sound quality is amazing. And some it's really hard to say in-ear headphones. It's like a tongue words. Yeah, some in-ear headphones or wireless headphones can be in the hundreds, like they can be really, really expensive. This pair is £29.99 from Amazon, next day delivery. Not even next day delivery, same day delivery. And I know Amazon isn't the best, but like same day delivery is insane to think about. Like you can want something by midday and get it that evening. It's just, capitalism is crazy. I was absolutely sold on these for a few weeks, actually, a good few weeks, and then they stopped connecting to my phone. They went bust, and then I bought another pair, so I spent £60 on this brand so far, and the same thing happened. They're just not connecting at all. They're pinickety little I would say. So actually I wouldn't recommend those, but I thought in place of those headphones I would recommend some listening stuff, some stuff that I've been watching / listening, which would be good to have on holiday for train rides or car journeys, or like on the plane or waiting for your plane. So I have been listening to this podcast, which is pretty famous, I'm pretty sure, but it's called Ctrl Alt Delete. I'm actually, again, quite picky with podcasts. I've tried a few that are highly raved about and I don't like them. Like the High Low podcast, I don't like it. This doesn't capture me, and everybody's tastes are different, but yeah, don't like that podcast. But Ctrl Alt Delete I would highly recommend. It's this lady called Emma, and I hadn't heard of her before, but she's like a broadcaster and a presenter and obviously a podcaster, and she just talks to people. Like it's literally just her talking to, she has one guest each episode, but she just has a really nice way about her. Like she's very likeable, and the guests she has on are really, really interesting. This is what it looks like. And the one I listened to today is with Emma DeBerry, and it's called Don't Touch My Hair, which I do recommend this episode. They're all pretty good, but this one I really, really enjoyed. And another podcast I've really been liking is the David Tennant podcast. It's called David Tennant Does a Podcast, and again, very similarly, it's just him sitting down with one guest each time, and they just have a chat. Like he's very likeable. He's like one of the sweetest people in Hollywood. I don't even know if is he Hollywood? Is he famous in America? Is he famous all over the world, or is he just famous in the UK? Everybody loves David Tennant. He is honestly the sweetest person ever. And there are so many people who, like he's spoken to Olivia Colman, Whoopi Goldberg, Jodie Whittaker, Ian McKellen, Gordon Brown, that was a random episode, Jennifer Garner, Catherine Tate, James Corden, and like Tina Fey. Those are people that they say on the podcast, they're like, I would not have done this if it wasn't you hosting. Like I would have just said no, but I can't say no to you. Because people love him. He's so sweet, and he's a really good podcast host. It's a very casual conversation about their career. Obviously a lot of them are actors, but yes, I would highly recommend. And in terms of things I've been watching that are available for download, Fleabag. I haven't got to the end of this series, but I've just really, really enjoyed it. And I didn't even watch series 1, I just started on series 2. Well written and funny, but in a different way, you know. And I love Moriarty. I can't even remember what that actor's guy, you know, the priest in it. What is his real name? James something? I just know him as Moriarty. But yeah, those are my media picks. And I think that's the end of this video. Bit of a random ramble towards the end. Hope you're having a lovely day or have had a lovely day, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next video.